The concept of enlightenment for all disciples is encapsulated in the Angi Kuden, or the record of the orally transmitted teachings. Prophecy of Enlightenment for 500 Disciples delves into the transformative power of chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, which bestows upon both learners and adepts the ultimate realization of their inherent Buddhahood. Nichiren Daishonin draws a parallel between the chanting of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo and the prophecy uttered by Shakyamuni Buddha, all persons will be equal to me, without any distinction between us. Through the recitation of this sacred title, wise and ignorant alike are granted the prophecy of enlightenment, forcing them to listen, even though it angers them. This act of compelling others to hear the profound truth, even in the face of resistance, echoes the compassionate determination of the Buddha to guide all beings towards liberation. To further elucidate this concept, Nichiren Daishonin draws upon a parable from the Lotus Sutra, which likens the human condition to a man who, intoxicated by wine, symbolizing ignorance, falls asleep in the house of a friend. Before departing, the friend sews a priceless jewel, representing the Daimoku or Gohanzen, into the lining of the man's robe. Upon awakening and embarking on a journey, the man remains unaware of the invaluable treasure he carries within. The act of becoming drunk signifies disbelief, while getting up represents the dawning of faith. When Nichiren and his disciples chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, they awaken from the stupor of fundamental darkness, and their ignorance transforms into revelation through the power of the mystic law. Just as the poor man eventually discovers the priceless jewel sewn into his robe, the chanting of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo unveils the inherent Buddhahood residing within each individual. Nichiren Daishonin further expounds, when the poor man saw the jewel, his heart was filled with great joy. In this context, the poor man represents all of humanity, while the jewel symbolizes the Daimoku or the Gohanzen. The phrase at heart encompasses both body and mind, and the great joy signifies the enlightened state of faith, where earthly desires transmute into enlightenment, and the sufferings of birth and death are transformed into nirvana. The realization that one's own mind is inherently Buddha is referred to as great joy, and Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is the quintessence of this profound joy among joys. Throughout this profound video, Nichiren Daishonin masterfully weaves together the teachings of the Lotus Sutra and the universal principle of inherent Buddhahood. His words resonate with clarity and conviction, guiding both disciples and seekers towards the ultimate recognition of their true nature. By chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, individuals are bestowed with the prophecy of enlightenment, shattering the veils of ignorance and awakening to the boundless potential that resides within. Nichiren Daishonin's teachings serve as a beacon of hope and empowerment, reminding us that the journey towards enlightenment is accessible to all, regardless of their circumstances or perceived limitations. Through the practice of chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we can awaken to the priceless jewel that dwells within our hearts, embracing the great joy of realizing our inherent Buddhahood. The profound teachings of Nichiren Daishonin on the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples resonate with a universality that transcends time and space. His elucidation of the power inherent in chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo serves as a clarion call, inviting both the wise and the ignorant to embark on a transformative journey towards self-realization. Nichiren Daishonin, Wisdom of the Lotus Sutra, masterfully weaving its parables into a tapestry of understanding. Just as the poor man in the sutra's allegory discovers the priceless jewel sewn into his robe, the act of chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo unveils the boundless treasure of Buddhahood that resides within each individual. Nichiren Daishonin's words carry a sense of urgency, a passionate call to awaken from the slumber of ignorance and embrace the profound truth that lies at the heart of existence. He emphasizes that through the recitation of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, the veil of fundamental darkness is lifted, and the inherent enlightenment within each person is revealed. This teaching resonates deeply with the core principles of Nichiren Buddhism, which assert that all beings possess the innate potential for enlightenment. Nichiren Daishonin's interpretation of the Lotus Sutra's parable underscores the universality of this truth, transcending the boundaries of social status, intellectual capacity, or spiritual attainment. Daisaku Ikeda, the mystic law of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, is the ultimate reality of life, the fundamental principle that permeates the universe, and the cosmic truth that functions within our own lives. This profound statement echoes Nichiren Daishonin's assertion that by chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, the ignorance that once veiled our perception transforms into revelation, unveiling the fundamental truth that permeates all existence. Nichiren Daishonin's teachings resonate with a sense of compassion and determination to guide all beings towards enlightenment, even in the face of resistance or anger. His words, forcing them to listen, even though it angers them, reflect the unwavering resolve of the Buddha to lead all beings to liberation, regardless of their initial reluctance or disbelief. This unwavering commitment to uplifting humanity is further exemplified in the words of Nikko Shonin, a renowned disciple of Nichiren Daishonin, who stated, "We must never forsake our mentor, even at the cost of our lives. We must never forsake the Gohanzen, even if it means abandoning our families. We must never forsake our faith, even if it means leaving behind our native lands." These powerful words underscore the profound significance of embracing the teachings of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, and the unwavering determination required to embody these principles in one's life. Teachings of Nichiren Daishonin, we are reminded that the path to enlightenment is not a solitary journey but a shared experience, where both learners and adepts are bestowed with the prophecy of realizing their inherent Buddhahood. Through the act of chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, we not only awaken to our own limitless potential but also contribute to the collective awakening of all beings, fostering a world of harmony, compassion, and enlightened coexistence. The profound teachings of Nichiren Daishonin on the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples, we are reminded of the transformative power that resides within the chanting of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. This sacred invocation serves as a catalyst, awakening the inherent Buddhahood that lies dormant within each individual, transcending the limitations of intellect, social status, or spiritual attainment. Nichiren Daishonin's interpretation of the Lotus Sutra's parable of the poor man and the priceless jewel sewn into his robe resonates with a profound truth, that the treasure of enlightenment is not something external to be sought or acquired, but rather an innate quality that resides within the depths of our own beings. Through the act of chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, unveiling the boundless potential that has been veiled by the shadows of ignorance and delusion. The teachings of Nichiren Daishonin serve as a clarion call, inviting us to awaken from the slumber of fundamental darkness and embrace the radiant truth of our inherent Buddhahood. His words carry a sense of urgency, compelling us to shed the shackles of disbelief and doubt, and to wholeheartedly embrace the transformative power of the mystic law. In the words of Nichiren Shonin himself, who stated, "Believers in the Lotus Sutra must constantly think about attaining Buddhahood for both themselves and others. If you fail to do so, you will fall into the evil paths and be endlessly oppressed by the 3 obstacles and 4 devils." These words underscore the profound responsibility that accompanies the practice of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, reminding us that our personal enlightenment is inextricably linked to the liberation of all beings. Furthermore, Nichiren Daishonin's teachings emphasize the transformative power of faith, likening it to the act of getting up from the slumber of ignorance. Just as the poor man in the parable embarks on a journey upon awakening, the dawning of faith through the chanting of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo propels us forward on a quest of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. This journey is not one of solitude, but rather a shared experience, where both learners and adepts are united in the pursuit of enlightenment. Nichiren Daishonin's words, bestowing on both learners and adepts a prophecy, highlight the inclusive nature of this practice, transcending the boundaries of spiritual attainment or intellectual prowess. Another disciple of Nichiren Daishonin, resonate deeply. We are all disciples of the Buddha, and we must strive together, shoulder to shoulder, to propagate the mystic law. This sentiment underscores the importance of fostering a community of practitioners, united in their commitment to the teachings of Myoho Renge Kyo, and dedicated to the realization of their inherent Buddhahood. As profound teachings of Nichiren Daishonin, we are reminded that the path to enlightenment is not a solitary journey, but rather a shared experience, where each individual's awakening contributes to the collective liberation of all beings. By embracing the transformative power of Myoho Renge Kyo and embodying the spirit of determination and compassion exemplified by Nichiren Daishonin and his disciples, we can contribute to the creation of a world where the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples is realized. Reminded of the profound impact that these teachings have had on generations of practitioners, the chanting of Myoho Renge Kyo has ignited a flame of awakening within countless individuals, transcending the boundaries of culture, language, and societal norms. One cannot fully appreciate the depth of these teachings without acknowledging the profound influence of Nichiren Daishonin's life and the unwavering determination he displayed in the face of adversity. His uncompromising stance in upholding the teachings of the Lotus Sutra and his resolute conviction in the power of Myoho Renge Kyo serve as a beacon of inspiration for all those who seek to embody the principles of Nichiren Buddhism. In the words of Nichiren Daishonin himself, no one can avoid encountering difficulties and obstacles on the road to attaining Buddhahood. This is why we must be prepared to cast aside our lives for the sake of the Lotus Sutra. These words resonate with a profound understanding of the challenges that inevitably arise on the path to enlightenment, and they underscore the unwavering commitment required to persevere in the face of such obstacles. Nichiren Daishonin's life was a testament to this very commitment, as he endured countless persecutions, exile, and even the threat of execution for his unwavering adherence to the teachings of the Lotus Sutra. Yet, through it all, his faith in the transformative power of Myoho Renge Kyo remained resolute, and he continued to propagate these teachings with an unwavering determination that inspired generations of followers. This steadfast resolve is echoed in the words of Nikko Shonin, who stated, "Even if the entire world should rise up against us, we must never abandon the Gohanzen or the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin. For to do so would be to forsake the very essence of our lives." These powerful words serve as a reminder of the profound commitment required to embody the teachings of Myoho Renge Kyo and to uphold the legacy of Nichiren Daishonin. Moreover, the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin on the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples have resonated across cultures and generations, transcending the boundaries of time and space. In the modern era, the profound impact of these teachings can be witnessed in the global propagation efforts of the Nichiren Buddhism, a lay Buddhist organization dedicated to the promotion of peace, culture, and education based on the philosophy of Nichiren Buddhism. The words of Daisaku Ikeda, "The essence of Nichiren Buddhism lies in the conviction that all people, without exception, possess the inherent potential for attaining Buddhahood. This is the bedrock of our faith, and it is the source of our unwavering commitment to the promotion of peace, culture, and education for the sake of human happiness and the flourishing of all life." Through the tireless efforts of the members, the teachings of Myoho Renge Kyo and the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples have touched the lives of countless individuals across the globe, inspiring them to embrace their inherent Buddhahood and contribute to the creation of a more harmonious and enlightened world. The timeless relevance and transformative power that they hold. Through the chanting of Myoho Renge Kyo and the embodiment of the principles of determination, compassion, and unwavering faith, we can not only unlock our own inherent potential for enlightenment but also contribute to the collective awakening of all beings, fostering a world of peace, harmony, and enlightened coexistence. The universal resonance and enduring relevance of these teachings across cultures and generations. The chanting of Myoho Renge Kyo transcends boundaries, offering a path to self-realization and collective awakening that speaks to the deepest yearnings of the human spirit. One of the defining aspects of Nichiren Daishonin's teachings is their emphasis on the inherent dignity and worth of every individual, regardless of their social status, intellectual capacity, or spiritual attainment. This egalitarian spirit is encapsulated in his interpretation of the Lotus Sutra's parable of the poor man and the priceless jewel, which underscores the universal potential for enlightenment that resides within each person. This inclusive and empowering message has resonated profoundly with individuals from diverse backgrounds and walks of life, offering them a sense of hope, purpose, and the recognition of their inherent value. In the words of Daisaku Ikeda, Nichiren Buddhism affirms the inherent dignity and worth of all people, regardless of their circumstances or social standing. It is a philosophy that empowers individuals to tap into their limitless potential and contribute to the creation of a more just and harmonious world. Moreover, the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin on the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples hold particular significance in the context of contemporary social and environmental challenges. In a world grappling with issues such as inequality, discrimination, and environmental degradation, these teachings offer a powerful antidote, reminding us of our interconnectedness and the inherent Buddhahood that transcends all divisions. The chanting of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo serves as a catalyst for personal transformation, enabling individuals to confront and overcome the limitations imposed by societal norms, prejudices, and oppressive structures. By awakening to their inherent Buddhahood, practitioners are empowered to challenge the status quo and work towards creating a more just and equitable world for all. This transformative power is exemplified in the words of Nichiren Daishonin himself, who stated, "The wise put forth the root of enlightenment, and by chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, manifest the fruit of Buddhahood." These words underscore the profound potential for personal and societal transformation inherent in the practice of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, reminding us that the realization of our inherent Buddhahood is not merely an individual pursuit but a catalyst for positive change that can ripple outward, impacting the world around us. The teachings of Nichiren Daishonin on the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples hold immense relevance in the contemporary context, offering a pathway to personal empowerment, social transformation, and environmental harmony. As we navigate the challenges of our times, these teachings serve as a beacon of hope and a reminder of our inherent potential for creating a more just, sustainable, and enlightened world. Through the collective efforts of practitioners, the profound wisdom of Nichiren Daishonin continues to touch the lives of individuals across the globe, inspiring them to embrace their inherent Buddhahood and work towards the collective awakening of all beings. It is a journey of self-discovery, compassion, and unwavering determination, guided by the timeless teachings of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo and the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples. Profound teachings of Nichiren Daishonin on the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples, we are reminded of the transformative impact these teachings can have on individuals, communities, and society as a whole. The chanting of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo serves as a catalyst for personal growth, empowerment, and the realization of one's inherent Buddhahood, while simultaneously fostering a spirit of compassion, unity, and collective awakening. One of the most profound aspects of Nichiren Daishonin's teachings is the emphasis on the interconnectedness of all life and the inherent dignity of every individual. This recognition of our shared humanity and inherent worth transcends external markers of identity, such as race, social status, or intellectual capacity. In the words of Nichiren Daishonin himself, all people by nature possess the Buddha nature and are endowed with the ability to attain Buddhahood. This egalitarian spirit resonates profoundly in a world grappling with divisions and inequalities, offering a path towards greater understanding, empathy, and the recognition of our common humanity. By embracing the teachings of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo and cultivating an awareness of our inherent Buddhahood, we can transcend the limitations imposed by societal norms and prejudices, fostering a more inclusive and harmonious society. Moreover, the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin on the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples have the power to inspire individuals to take an active role in creating positive change within their communities and the broader world. As practitioners awaken to their inherent potential and the interconnectedness of all life, they are empowered to confront injustice, challenge oppressive structures, and work towards the betterment of society. This spirit of compassionate activism is embodied in the words of Daisaku Ikeda, who stated, "The essence of Nichiren Buddhism lies in the conviction that all people, without exception, possess the inherent potential for attaining Buddhahood. This is the bedrock of our faith, and it is the source of our unwavering commitment to the promotion of peace, culture, and education for the sake of human happiness and the flourishing of all life." Through the efforts of organizations like the Nichiren Buddhism and its members, the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin have inspired countless individuals to engage in grassroots efforts to promote peace, education, and environmental sustainability. These initiatives are rooted in the understanding that personal transformation and the realization of one's inherent Buddhahood are inextricably linked to the collective well-being of all beings. Furthermore, the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin offer a profound sense of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. Just as Nichiren Daishonin himself endured countless persecutions and challenges while upholding the teachings of the Lotus Sutra, his words serve as a source of strength and determination for those facing difficulties in their own lives. The chanting of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo becomes a means of cultivating courage, fortitude, and an unwavering commitment to one's convictions, even in the face of formidable obstacles. This resilience is exemplified in the words of Nikko Shonin, a devoted disciple of Nichiren Daishonin, who stated, "Even if the entire world should rise up against us, we must never abandon the Gohanzen or the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin. For to do so would be to forsake the very essence of our lives." As we continue to explore the profound teachings of Nichiren Daishonin, we are reminded of the immense potential for personal transformation, social change, and collective awakening that lies within the practice of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Through the cultivation of unwavering determination, compassion, and a deep understanding of our interconnectedness, we can contribute to the realization of the prophecy of enlightenment for all disciples, fostering a world of peace, harmony, and enlightened coexistence.